We all have some opinions that if people found out, they would probably cancel us. We all have uncertain wrestlers that if we put on Twitter, we would probably get into many fights. So today, with that being said, today I want to share with you some of my pro wrestling hot takes. This is just my opinion. Please don't come after me for these. Once again, my opinion. All right, let's get started with this one. Sami Zayn is overrated. I love Sami. I like Sami. He's a really funny wrestler. He's a good character, but I think people are just overhyping him after Montreal. This whole storyline was great, but honestly, even after the whole story with the bloodline, he never like an actual threat to Roman. Yeah, he was in Montreal, but you knew he wasn't gonna beat Roman. And here's the thing, he's not world championship material, in my opinion. He is not. He's good on the mic. He's decent on the mic. I don't think he's great on the mic, but he's all right on the mic. But he doesn't have that star power that someone like Cody, Roman, Bobby. Next one. Karrion Kross is underrated. I think Karrion Kross is really good. I think he's a good wrestler, and he's good on the mic. He's good. He's a good fighter when they allow him to be. Karrion Kross is a victim of terrible booking decisions, and it's not just Vince's fault. It also falls under Triple H. Outside of the Drew McIntyre feud, which was all right, he hasn't done anything. Karrion Kross hasn't done anything, and we are talking about a guy who was the face of NXT just 3 years ago. Literally, in the pandemic, Karrion Kross was NXT. He helped NXT. He carried NXT on his back, but they didn't give him the respect. Has never done anything, and honestly, I think Karrion Kross needs to go back to NXT. Kross needs to go back to NXT to find himself, because he's not over with the fans. He's getting zero reaction. He's not getting booed. He's not getting cheered. It's just crickets. The man, and he's far too talented to be getting no reaction. Now, this one is very controversial. Cody Rhodes should not be the one who dethrones Roman. Here's why. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. I think Cody's incredible. I think Cody is a world champion material, and I do think Cody is going to win this Sunday. But if I had a choice of who actually needs to beat Roman Reigns for the titles, it's Jey Uso. Jey Uso should be the one who dethrones Roman. And Roman, honestly, that rivalry that they had in early 2020 was phenomenal. That Hell in a Cell match, the I Quit match at Clash of Champions. It's incredible, man. And here's the thing, and then everything that's happened with the Sami story, with Jey being divided, with how Roman treated Jimmy, and it's perfect. Should be the one to beat Roman. All right, let's move on to another one. The Judgment Day, underrated. Yes, here's the thing. The Judgment Day are incredibly talented. All of them except Dominic Mysterio. Dom has no talent. But if you look at the actual Judgment Day, Finn Balor operating on a level that no one's seen him operate before. He's going to be Edge at WrestleMania. I see it happening. I don't think they're going to bring back the Demon to have him lose again, especially after what happened in Extreme Rules 2021. If you don't remember what happened at Extreme Rules, Demon Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at Extreme Rules. Finn lost, obviously, but he lost because the ring broke, and that was a whole thing. It was a botched finish. Roman won. So I don't think WWE is going to bring back the Demon to have him lose again. Damian Priest deserves to have a WrestleMania match. Truly does. The man's the workhorse. The man has proven time in and time out that he can come in on a weekly basis and put on bangers after bangers after bangers with anybody. And then Rhea Ripley is she is a star. She is a megastar. She is honestly, in my opinion, on the same level as a Bianca Belair right now. She might even be over. Rhea is talented. I think this might be the best character work of her entire career. The Judgment Day, they are dominating. They've improved their careers. All of them except Dom. Here's my problem with Dominic. He has no talent. He can't fight. Honestly, Logan Paul fights better than him. Bad Bunny fights better than him. Freaking Johnny Knoxville fought better than him. And here's the thing. And then the whole storyline with him and Ray, I hate it. I hate the story. Not a good story to put on TV. But I think WWE rushed Dom. I think Dominic should have gone through NXT, developed a little bit, and then came up to the main roster. Like, remember, his first match was Seth Rollins at SummerSlam in 2020. All right, now this one I know is a lot of people are going to be mad at this. AEW was never competition to WWE. AEW at its best was never competition with WWE, and here's why. And honestly, it will never be competition because AEW doesn't know what it is. Tony Khan does not know how to book AEW. Honestly, Tony Khan isn't a booker. He's a wrestling fan with money. He's putting on matches with no story behind it. That's the thing. Revolution, their last pay-per-view, there was barely any stories. It was just, really good matches. Bryan Danielson, all right, it was a decent story. There hasn't been an incredible storyline in AEW since, honestly, Kenny and Hangman. And that was like a couple years ago. And if you look at like everything that went down with CM Punk, the company just, it's not good. It's fun. It's like a fun distraction to watch. It's like, oh yeah. But here's the thing. It's not gonna get casuals to watch. I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I watch everything wrestling related. Literally, here's my week. Monday Night Raw on Monday, NXT Tuesday, Dynamite. I watch Dynamite on Wednesday. I'm watching Ring of Honor on Thursday. SmackDown, Rampage. But here's the thing. Here's what WWE does better than AEW. They give something for everything. And look at WrestleMania. They're literally giving, for like the hardcore wrestling fans who want to see just like pure wrestling, no BS, no nothing. That's why you have Gunther versus Sheamus versus McIntyre. That's going to be a pure wrestling fight. The acrobatics and stuff, look, here's the thing. And then they know how to target audience. They know how to get like more eyes on the product. Logan Paul is going to bring a tremendous amount of eyes to WrestleMania. AEW can't do that because here's the thing. AEW isn't, what celebrities want to do AEW? Like, there's a lot of celebrities who love wrestling, but when you think wrestling, they think WWE. But here is what AEW does better than WWE. And this is actually another hot take. I think AEW helped WWE in a way because AEW came in and it actually challenged WWE to get better. Even though I personally don't think it's competition, and I know WWE probably doesn't see it as competition, but it changed the industry. It did. Here's the thing. The original AEW, when it first started, it was really good. It was entertaining. It was fun to watch. But here's what I think ruined it. They went to WWE. They mentioned WWE on literally mostly every project, every show. They've brought in countless guys. Here's the thing. AEW's roster is larger than WWE's by a mile. And they only have 2 shows when WWE has here's the thing. AEW has to change some things. Tony Khan has to change some things. Tony Khan, you need bookers. He needs an actual writing department. My last wrestling hot take. Brock Lesnar, the greatest. Brock Lesnar was the right person to end the streak. I know everyone's saying a lot of other people, but you have to look at it from this perspective. In 2014, who was an actual legitimate candidate to beat The Undertaker? Who could have beaten him and made it believable? Roman? Nah. Here's the thing. I've heard a lot of people say Roman, but here's the thing. Roman in 2014 Roman was not the same. He was not built at the same level that he is now. Was not over with the crowd. And WWE didn't want to make him heel. If they would have made him heel, which I do think they should have turned him heel, right? They should have turned him heel there. They should have turned him heel a long time before they actually did. But Roman was not a legitimate candidate. And who else was going to be? Daniel Bryan was not going to be in that position because he was already going to get his WrestleMania moment. It's not believable. Bray Wyatt? At that time, probably not. Cena, part-time. Cena's not going to beat the streak. Brock Lesnar was the only legitimate choice they had. Here's the thing. I think if they would have waited a year and not broken it at Mania 30 and did it at 31, then you could have been talking about a lot. I think WWE did the right choice in having Brock break the streak, because I don't think there was anyone left. There was no one who could actually legitimately beat him. It's the same thing with Roman now. Like, there's been times in this crazy title reign, and I'm gonna say it as a Roman fan, it's been boring. It's gotten to a point where, like, yeah, Roman's just gonna win. He's never, like, there was, outside of the Drew McIntyre Clash of the Castle fight, the Sami Zayn Montreal one, Kevin Owens Royal Rumble, but like the first one, there's not been a lot of moments where I've said, oh yeah, Roman could lose. This Sunday, WrestleMania is the first time that I'm actually saying Roman's gonna lose. Like, it was the same thing with The Undertaker. The Undertaker, you have to look at the roster at that time, who could have beaten him and made it believable. So those are my wrestling hot takes. If you like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and click the bell notification button, and comment down below your wrestling hot take.